This is ReplicantPhish. Welcome back. Glad you could join me again. Boomers. Baby boomers. Boomers are between 56 and 76, I think, right now. So of that age bracket, I would be a millennial just about at 36 years old. Now you see, my problem with some boomers, boomer men, are the ones that have nothing to teach and tell young men aside from getting women, how to get women, how many women they had at your age. You know, and that is the title. Why men can't afford to think like boomers in 2020. Yesterday, I asked for topic suggestions. Someone said, do you ever plan to remake any videos from your previous channel? The one that got destroyed, burnt, turned to ashes. And I thought, some videos I can make. Not all, but one of the many that stood out was a video where I said that modern men have to bastardize themselves. Bastardize means change something in such a way as to lower its quality or value, typically by adding new elements. So what do I mean when I say that modern men should bastardize themselves? In terms of changing something in such a way as to lower its quality, I mean the chase, the desire, that raw pursuit that many older men teach younger men to follow, the chase for women. Oh, you have to get a girlfriend, you have to get a wife, this and that and so on and so on. I've been with my wife for 30 years. I've been with my wife for 50 years. But that is the point. Many of these boomers got with their women decades ago. Things were different then. There was no internet dating then. There was no modern hookup culture. Feminism was not at stage crazy as it is now. Things were vastly different then. This is why grown men that can teach younger men nothing except to chase women, these men have nothing to tell me. Nothing. It's a waste of time. It's not as if older men have a duty to tell younger men certain things. No. But in some way, is there no value in showing others and telling others not to make your mistakes, not to follow in your footsteps, to see the difference, to observe the difference between then and now? Because there is a difference. Anyone that says there isn't, they're delusional. They're living in a fantasy. And because they do so, they tell many men to go out there and chase. Keep chasing. Oh, women are difficult now. Just adjust as a man. Bend your back a little bit more. Make your knees, nay. Make your chin, make your chest touch the ground for her. But get the woman. By any means necessary. No, that's bollocks. That's real bull bollocks. And to make a point, this is just to older men that can teach younger men nothing but that. Not older men in general, that actually teach younger men real things. Real things, like to respect yourself more, to bastardize yourself, to see what me as a boomer may have been through in my past, with my relationships and so on. But you as a young man, pay attention. Things are different now. The laws are different. In getting married, young man, you're sacrificing yourself to a woman. Sounds harsh, but that is the truth. In getting married, you're giving this woman so much power over you. Yes, as a boomer, it made sense in my day. Yes, as a boomer, my wife, my 60 to 70-year-old wife, is a homely woman. Caring, gentle woman that can cook and clean, take care of a house, and make a man feel like a man. Who can then make his woman feel more like a woman, feel more appreciated. Because you see, modern men, they struggle. Many of us struggle to see women in that light. We struggle to see women in the light many boomers try to paint them in. Because we know it's nonsense. Things are different. Times are different. A man can't afford to go out there and be a fool. To cast himself into the fray of dating, into that damned pool, and hope to emerge with a big catch a nice juicy bass, yes. But a man that is bastardized would see there is nothing to catch. Some men understand there is no good catch. The point is to think different. As younger men, we have to think different. We can't afford to do things the way many older men did and try to tell us to do. Does not work. As modern men, we have to think forward. We have to look at the world, the way it's going, and what it means to us as men in this world. Should you be a simp to understand that you may have to go through headache and stress with the woman, but at least you will have the woman? Oh, yay. Or to understand, why the hell should I subject myself to that, when deep down I know I like her not. Thus, I shall depart, be it from her or them in general, and live my life. Why don't boomers inspire men to seek more from life than to just seek the woman? Why do boomers shame younger men because they're not spending so much time chasing that? Because it made sense to them 50 years ago. It does not make sense to us now, 2020. Understand this. In both the UK and the USA, they're trying to bring in laws to legalize women selling their services. Pros, basically. Not PS4 Pros. No, some of these pros have far more teraflops. Not the flops you'd actually want, but seriously. So you'd have to say, okay, boomer, make that make sense. Clarify that to me. That we can see and understand how rampant certain things are getting. But yet, I as a man should go out there hoping that one of the many women I'll come across are going to be an angel, of which I can marry. Yeah. Not a woman that has possibly been in the hands of many, many men, because it's normal nowadays for a woman to have many, many, many men. It's not taboo, as it once was in your day, boomer. Is it? My point is how blurred lines have become. I would say, okay, boomer, you tell me the difference. What do you call a lady and what do you call a thought? Obviously, one can see a difference between two, but obviously, one should understand how a chameleon can adapt, can change, can look one way, but be the opposite. My point is, as a man, focus on building you. The motivation should be how one can surpass himself. To be a better bastard today than I was yesterday. And a more epic, next level, edgy one tomorrow. The future is always coming. What sort of man do you want to be going forward into this future? This inevitable future. You can't always look to the past for answers. Sometimes as men, you have to create the answers you seek. They may not exist in the past, but going forward, as men, we do what we do best. We carve, we shape, we mold. We make our thoughts into reality. Masculinity is not just about being male, but in being a male, it is to understand the power of masculinity. The body and the mind. In other words, focus, observe, remember. The world is yours. Have a nice day.